In our last episode, we were finally able to start our trek north. Those of you who've been following our channel know that it's been quite a while. We've had a delay from the COVID pandemic, like many of you, most of the world. It's like our life has been put on hold. And now that the pandemic in the USA is winding down, it appears, we're able to head north, fix some of these basic things in this boat so we can turn around and head back out and fulfill the call of adventure that we initially started years ago on. So I was able to find some crew. Appreciate those of you that were able to email me and offer your assistance to me. The reason Amy wasn't able to do it is because her company was recently bought by a larger company, and so she's really had to focus on work for a while and stay in her nice home office while I fix the boat up, and then she will be rejoining me. So in today's episode, we're going to continue our trek north. We're covering about 62 nautical miles to get up to first leg of the journey towards Annapolis, and we're hoping to get into Solomons, Maryland to anchor out tonight. So let's come back on the boat and see how things are going. Hey everybody, how you doing? Well, it's about 8 o'clock and we got up and out early today, so it's really great. Nice sunny day. For those of you who are history buffs, this is the Smith Point Lighthouse, located near some very dangerous shoals. The first one was built in 1801. And through the years, they have just basically improved it. We take these modern aids to navigation for granted, don't we? But you know, anyone who's been out on the water, who knows the challenges and some of the dangers, really are grateful. It makes you wonder what it must have been like back in the old days before they had GPS or weather satellites or any of these aids to navigation. The original explorers that came in here and had to kind of figure things out for themselves, and a lot of ships were lost, and they learned it the hard way for our benefit. You know, our channel is called Sailing Nervous, and it's called that for a reason. Several reasons, actually. One of the reasons is because I don't think there's any shame about being afraid when you're out on the sea or in the water, or even in some of these bays and sounds that we have traversed on the East Coast. Well, I love to wait for that perfect weather window. It was really just such a lovely day, peaceful day, and I don't think the Chesapeake Bay gets much more calmer than the way we found it that day. But there was an area that I've always been concerned about, and that is where the Potomac River empties out into the Chesapeake Bay. You may say, well, what's so concerning about that? Well, actually, a good friend of mine who is an experienced sailor said to me that that was one of the most difficult passages. It's not very long. It's only about, 15 miles across? But because of if the current is opposing the wind, or if it's been raining on all of the watershed tributaries of the Potomac River, there can be a tremendous amount of water released and the waves can get very chaotic. The well-respected waterway guide says several world cruisers have said that this was the roughest place they have encountered in bad weather. It says the 12-mile wide mouth of the Potomac between Point Lookout on the Maryland side and Smith Point on Virginia can be lumpy or downright rough. Anytime your travels take you near the river's entrance, calculate the currents and study the weather for a comfortable crossing. The contours of the bottom combine with the southeastern exposure to produce occasionally nasty conditions. Here, when the prevailing summer southerly opposes an ebb current. Also, after heavy rains, the outflow of the Potomac can create an almost washing machine-like swirl, especially when the tide is rising and the winds are out of the north or northeast. Watch for wind against current and beware also of summer squalls that can pop up here, as this is not a place you would like to be when the weather worsens. Well, thankfully for us, I picked a weather window. Conditions were calm, but it was no big deal. Everybody, well, we are safely anchored here in Solomons, Maryland after a really uneventful day on the Chesapeake Bay, which is my favorite type of sailing day. Uneventful. It's a good day of sailing when you get back to the dock or the marina or the anchorage and everybody's healthy and they have all their toes and fingers. So we're here to Anchorage. We have all our toes and fingers, and we made some great time. We covered about 62 nautical miles today. As you know, I've been waiting to get to my buddy Jeff's house up in Annapolis to get the baby stay fixed and some other issues on the boat so that we can continue our dreams and our goals to sail and to cruise. So this is a really nice anchorage. It's been beautiful weather today, and just want to thank all of you for watching and cruising with us.
Well, one thing I'm grateful to James about, he's kind of helped me restore my original dream and my love of living on a boat and cruising, because it really is wonderful. We're out here in nature and the weather's great. Yeah, we get pushed beyond our comfort level in sailing, and that's why life is like sailing and sailing is like life. So I love the cruising life, and this is kind of giving me a lot of reinvigoration. He's been fixing his boat up, and he's got a lot of ideas on how to make Yab Yum a lot nicer for me and Amy to cruise on. That's been really helpful. And now that I'm able to get some help doing some labor and getting some coaching on the sailing itself by getting up to see Jeff, just been in a real positive frame of mind as it relates to the original sailing nervous vision. So I know last year was a tough year for a lot of people, but it's a new year, it's a new day, and I just wanted to send a shout out, thanks to my buddy James, who he's actually been watching our channel since the very beginning, and I inspired him to get a boat, and he's been cruising all over the place. I mean, he is really having a good time, him and his wife, and they've been cruising on their sailboat, and now it's time for me to learn more from him, because I've just been so grateful to hear his expertise and to get some of his ideas. And so this is a beautiful anchorage here. And the last time I was here was with my sailing friend Terry, years ago already. I can't believe the years go by so quick, but you all know how that is. Solomons, Maryland is a really nice area on the Chesapeake. And the other thing too I wanted to mention was, I've never seen the Chesapeake Bay so calm. I mean, it was amazing. So, if you want to cruise, you wait for that weather window, and then you have to take advantage of it. And that's what we did. That's what I was able to do thanks to my buddy James here. And because Amy was not able to take off, we would have missed a great weather window. And so we're learning how to cruise better. We're building back better. That's what this year is all about for us. So I hope you guys are enjoying this episode, and stay tuned. Thanks for staying with us. Got lots more to share and lots more for you to learn, as well as I learn and you walk and learn with us together. So again, thanks so much for watching.